Money is a very sensitive issue for many people. It can be so contentious that instead of managing their money, people will avoid the subject entirely and focus solely on earning and spending it. In short, there are two types of people: those who increase their wealth and those who lose it. And in this video, I will share 10 money mistakes you must avoid at all costs. But before we dive into that, here at Trustee Tutor, you will get to know about the trends, principles of money making, history, recent news, and tips in navigating the world of finance. If you're into that, kindly give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video online, you will be the first to know about it. It's not uncommon to see people who gain wealth through inheritance, lottery, or other windfalls, and then lose it all in a short period of time. Mike Tyson, the famous boxer, is a good example of someone who made a lot of money but lost it all. Despite earning over $300 million in his career, he declared bankruptcy in 2003 and was reported to be in more than $20 million in debt. Money mistakes happen, and no matter how much money you make, these mistakes can cripple your finances. So, without further ado, here are the 10 mistakes you must avoid. Number 1. Expenditure on drugs or cigarettes. Doing a drug or two in college may have seemed harmless at the time, but the truth is that long-term use can be harmful to both your health and your wallet. Calculating how much drug and cigarette users spend in a week or a year reveals that many of them are impeding their ability to achieve financial independence. For example, a pack of cigarettes costs $9.08, and many smokers consume one pack a day, which amounts to nearly $70 per week or $3,500 per year. The same amount of money could cover your home's property taxes or a 2-week vacation. But unfortunately, many drug and cigarette users fall into this habit due to curiosity and peer pressure. As a result, this habit has a significant long-term impact on both your health and your wealth. Try to avoid spending on these items as much as possible. Number 2. You're spending more than you're earning. This can be tempting, especially as a young adult, to blow your money right out of college when you are earning a consistent income for the first time in your life. Buying a new car, moving into a new house, and flying first class are all appealing activities. However, the problem with them is that you end up living paycheck to paycheck. If your income is insufficient to cover these expenses, you may be experiencing lifestyle inflation. Whereas an increase in earnings will cause you to increase your living expenses, an increase in pay should not serve as a warning to increase your living expenses. However, the majority of people believe that once they are paid, they should reward themselves. Instead, this cash inflow should be used to extend your wealth through investments and asset acquisition. The desire to impress others is probably the most common reason for people to spend beyond their means. They spend because their self-esteem is low, and they feel inadequate in comparison to others without these material goods. But, as Dave Ramsey points out, we spend money on things we don't need. We're not required to impress people we dislike. This is something that many of us are guilty of. You will be able to grow financially once you learn to delay gratification and forget about impressing people. Another source of overspending is social media, where people spend large sums of money to appear wealthy while not actually being wealthy. For example, an internet entrepreneur who was told he would never make a big business might buy an expensive car when he makes his first big sale to prove his critics wrong. Again, falling into the trap of trying to impress others. Impressing others is a never-ending staircase in all aspects of life. There will be others to compete with or show off to. You have no business purchasing a $2,000 gadget when your monthly salary is only $3,000. Create a budget and keep track of your spending to avoid overspending. Number 3 is not investing wisely. Investments can be difficult, and many people put their money into things based on tips from friends or a strong belief that the prices of popular stocks will continue to rise. Real estate is one asset that almost everyone seems to be interested in these days. Many people believe that once they own an investment property, they will be financially secure because rent payments will begin to roll in and their income will increase exponentially. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. Tenants may fail to make payments, appliances may break, or the value of your property may decrease. There is risk involved in all types of investments. The key to making a wise investor's assets produce a consistent stream of income is to learn everything there is to know about a particular market or product before investing your hard-earned money. In short, do proper research on whatever you want to get into, not just because your friends are making money from it or a sales agent told you about the great benefits it has to offer. Number 4. Get-rich-quick schemes are one of the most certain ways to lose money. As the saying goes, quick money brings quick problems, and participating in a money scheme will almost certainly land you in hot water. Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, and make money fast offers are all examples of get-rich-quick schemes that are designed to make the scheme creator wealthy by taking your hard-earned money. If you're considering new business ventures and come across opportunities that promise high returns with little risk, proceed with caution. Consider this: if it takes 20 years in a career to make $200,000 and a new venture claims that you can make that amount of money in a year, everyone will be doing it, right? In short, if you want to make money quickly, always use your best judgment before signing on the dotted line. Number 5 is a lack of an emergency fund. Let's face it, life doesn't always go as planned. And sometimes you need money to get out of a jam. For example, your car may suddenly stop working, you may lose your job, or your washer may break. Unfortunately, almost everything in life costs money, which is why failing to save for an emergency fund is a critical financial mistake. Unfortunately, according to a 2019 Federal Reserve study, nearly 40% of American adults would be unable to cover a $400 emergency with cash savings or a credit card charge that they could pay off quickly. About 27% of those polled said they would have to borrow money or sell something to cover the $400, and another 12% said they wouldn't be able to cover it at all. Fortunately, you do not have to be one of these people. Saving these funds can be simple. All you have to do is ask your employer to set up a 10% automatic deduction from your pay that will put a portion of your paycheck into an emergency savings account. But how do you know when you've saved enough? As most financial experts advise, you save up to 6 months' worth of living expenses. However, if you want to be extra cautious, 1 year's worth of gold is a great investment. Number 6. For most people, having a single source of income is a way of life, and this income usually comes in the form of a salary. Unfortunately, jobs aren't as secure as people believe. In fact, over 21 million people were laid off by US businesses in 2018. That is, if your job was the only way to make you money, your cash flow would suddenly stop. When it comes to income sources, think of yourself as a tree. Do trees produce fruit from only one branch? The simple answer is no. They have various branches that produce flowers and fruits, as should you. You should continue to develop and learn new ways to make your money work for you. This is not only prudent, but also a secure method of assisting you to sleep at night. Number 7 is heavily reliant on credit cards. Credit cards can be a convenient tool for making purchases for many people, but they can also be a one-way ticket to debt for others. Although credit cards are required for some business applications, relying on them excessively can lead to financial ruin. The use of credit cards encourages impulse purchases. It gives you the impression that you can afford anything and everything with a single swipe. In fact, according to a 2001 MIT study, people who used their credit card instead of cash spent up to 100% more. So, if you find yourself spending uncontrollably on credit, make it a habit to pay with cash instead. When you pay with cash, you are physically handing over money, and the depletion of your wallet will make you feel the financial impact of the purchase much more than when you pay with credit. Number 8. Being scared to take financial risks. As the saying goes, no risk, no reward. And in order to make money, you need to take risks. However, the risks you take need to be calculated. For instance, putting your money in an index fund is higher risk than leaving your money in a savings account, but your money will never grow, making the typical 0.09% interest in a savings account. Instead, investing in an index fund, for example, which mirrors the movements of the whole stock market, has historically provided returns of 7% annually, which is a calculated risk that, in my opinion, is worth taking. Number 9. Saving rather than investing. When you keep money in the bank, it loses value over time due to inflation. However, when money is invested wisely, it grows. It's that simple. I mentioned in number 7 that being afraid to take financial risks is a mistake. People who are afraid to take risks are those who will save all of their money and leave it to rot over time. The only money you should put in a savings account is for living expenses and a cash emergency fund. In short, you must save to invest rather than save for the sake of saving. Money saved without a plan will be spent on unimportant items. For example, if you leave money in your bank, you may be tempted to spend it on material goods such as a new car, new clothes, or entertainment. Instead, you should put that money to work for you by investing it, whether in stocks, real estate, REITs, or startups. All of these avenues provide a way to generate new streams of income, which is far more financially rewarding than allowing your money to depreciate while sitting in a bank. Number 10 is having only one bank account. Having only one bank account is risky for a few reasons. First, having only one bank account makes managing your money difficult while working. With only one bank account, you must keep all of your emergency and college savings in one place. If you overspend in Spanish currency, you risk not having emergency funds or tuition money available when you need them. This is why you need at least 3 bank accounts. One should be used for emergency funds in the event that something goes wrong. Another account can be for your day-to-day bills. And a final account, which I call a play account, is where you put money for entertainment or vacation. If you want to go a step further, set up an untouchable account. This account can be used as a savings account that paycheck deductions are directed to every month, allowing you to automate your savings process and ensure your wealth grows over time. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, personal experiences, or suggestions regarding this video, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video online, you will be the first to know about it. Keep updated and work smart. I'll see you soon.